let's talk about this trade from the Green Bay side of things. I've been around the block with the Green Bay fans, starting with NFL Network starting in 2003. The one individual that caused me to call Susie and say, guess what? It's going to be a while till we get to see each other again. Because Brett Favre is doing this or that or waiting to make this decision or that decision. And I sit next to Mooch, right? Just came back from the Packers hosted draft. So I'm familiar with Green Bay fan. Murph. Once upon a time got banned from this show.
Free Murph.
Know a lot of Packers fans, know a lot of cheeseheads. And throughout my time with NFL Network and following it, how many times I would hear Packers fans going, is Ted Thompson going to do something out of the ordinary? You know? Are we going to do something that is out of the box? Make a splash? Slow and steady doesn't win every race. And now here we are in 2025. And I understand that was a pretty big move with Rodgers and Favre and pretty big move with Rodgers and Love. But here we are in 2025. And in the span of, it's crazy, 4 months. 4 months. They draft a receiver in the first round at a draft they host in front of everybody in the parking lot of Lambeau Field. And Matthew Golden. And then take advantage of a massive contractual standoff between Jerry Jones and his prized pass rusher, who they wisely drafted and 100% seasoned. And they take advantage of that impasse and make a big-time move. Big-time move. 2 firsts. I get it. Guess what? Doesn't matter if there's a trophy in the case. At all. And the way the Packers are looking at it, it's damn near the only thing that they'd be missing here is contractual control of a player because it's a first-round pick, because this is almost a second-round pick in their minds of how good they are. So they went and Matthew Golden. We're going to get a first-round wide receiver, and we're going to get Micah Parsons on the outset of the season. They traded Kenny Clark for Micah Parsons, with all due respect to Kenny Clark, and I'm sure he's going to wear this as a chip on his shoulder going to Dallas.
I hope.
You do that 100 out of 100 times. You do it at 1,000 out of 1,000 times. No matter what you might hear about Micah in the locker room, if there is something going on in Dallas, because Dallas is definitely saying it without saying it, and everybody tells me in my ear, there are some people in that organization that are happy that he's gone. I hear that all the time.
I know, just reeks of copium.
Maybe so. Could be. I don't know. Good word there. And it makes sense the way you're using it. But what this does is, Brian Gutekunst turns to Matt LaFleur and says, "You're welcome."
Yeah, exactly.
I did text Matt LaFleur and say,
"Hydrate."
Now that's one way to hydrate. I did text him.
Did?
I did.
Okay. Hey, here's a first-round wide receiver, and here's one of the best pass rushers in the league.
On the outset of the season. And
go get him.
This is now a guy who is with Rashawn Gary on the defensive line. Oof. Go hunt. Rashawn Gary might be now a lot freer. Lucas Van Ness, who they drafted, they're waiting for him to sort of kick in. Maybe that helps him. And what a jolt to the locker room. Hey, everybody, you got the Lions. We got the Lions coming in week 1. And they're the ones who've been ruling the roost in our division.
We got the Lions.
And now now they got the Lion, who refers to himself as a Lion, a Penn State Nittany Lion. Mm-hmm. Here he comes, roll him downhill at Jared Goff, and then have him. By the way, do you know who he sacked for his last sack as a Dallas Cowboy? Jaden Daniels. Look who's coming in on Thursday night, just 5 days after their opener against Detroit. Jaden Daniels, the guy who went further than them in the playoffs last year, if I'm not mistaken, eliminated them from playoff contention last year. Micah, Jaden, go get him. And then week 4 at Dallas.
Unreal.
The only group of people more ecstatic than Packers fans yesterday were NBC sports executives. Week 4. Even Jerry was asked about that yesterday.
Micah will be problematic.
Yes.
Very problematic. I'd suggest that we get ahead and run the ball.
Which is, again, another question mark about the Dallas Cowboys. But this is about the Green Bay Packers. They tell their fan base, we are all the way in. They tell their locker room, we are all the way in. Micah and Jordan Love were on Micah's podcast together. They seem like thick as thieves already. Another young player to this young team with a young quarterback turning 27, same age that Favre and Rodgers won their Super Bowls in Green Bay. All these young receivers, they are now going to walk around like they are Super Bowl contenders because of this trade. True or not, it is a massive boost of energy, massive, that could translate into a big-time season. Got to play the games. Got to be healthy on the receiver world right now. We're all wondering who's healthy there. Whatever. But this is just, a big-time swing. And the Brewers are already showing folks in Milwaukee and Wisconsin how they're swinging. This is good times rolling. Good times rolling for Green Bay.
Yeah, I've got some friends that are Packers fans, and they are annoyingly happy.
May I ask you this?
Annoyingly happy.
T.J. Jefferson, the man who was the most stringent gatekeeper of Super Bowl contenders amongst our group.
I was going to wait till the radio.
Do you I'm asking you now. Do you put the Green Bay Packers in as your 8th Super Bowl contender this year? No.
Kobe.
You do?
Yes.
I would
8.
I had them in already.
I think I did too.
Well, now I definitely have them in.
Yeah. And again, there is a component of confidence in any sport. Individual sports, you could see it. Just look at a U.S. Open match that can be served out. You got to be confident. Look at, golf. Tommy Fleetwood, right? Took him 164 times here in America to finally get his $10 million paycheck. Mm-hmm. Confidence. One of the things I was talking about, how will the Eagles look this year? With Jalen Hurts now coming in saying, yeah, I won a Super Bowl. I'm a Super Bowl MVP. Now, he doesn't wear it on his sleeve, and he's the king of hard work, do your business, all that sort of stuff. But he's now walking around, and the Eagles are walking around with the confidence of Super Bowl champs, MVP. Packers are now like, we got Micah Parsons. And we're coming for you from the NFC North. And that's going to count for something, and you got to give it up to Gutekunst for doing it. And for, I guess, the new man in charge there, Carmen's son, Ed, for saying, pay him $47.1 per. Bring him. Let's go.